What's up guys, back with another Escape from Tarkov video, and in today's video I'm going to be going over my guide to killing Killa. So if you're new to Tarkov, you may be asking yourself, what does Killa look like? Where can I find him? What map is he on? This is Killa, and Killa can be found on the map Interchange. Now whether you're running Interchange in order to rack up rubles, or you want to complete some quests, you're going to need to know how to kill Killa. Killa is everywhere. Killa will find you. Killa will kill you. Yeah, he will kill you. It's not a joke. He'll kill you. So that's why I'm making this video, so you guys can find out the best way to kill Killa. And I've learned a lot while making this video, so let's get in. Let me show you guys what I learned. So Killa starts with 890 HP. That's twice the amount of the regular PMC. Your regular PMC starts with 440 HP, so it's going to take twice as many bullets to take down Killa as it would your average PMC. So what makes Killa so dangerous? He spawns in with his level 4 helmet with his level 6 face shield, the 6B13M assault armor, which is armor class 5. He can spawn with either a Trident M43A chest harness or a Blackhawk commando chest harness. Weapons Killa can spawn with the AKMS with T45M rounds, the PP1901 with the AP63 or Luger CCI rounds. What he's most famous for, the RPK-16 with 7N39 BS or BT rounds, and also the TT pistol with BGL rounds. You can also spawn with a number of other goodies. The Terror Group Labs Access Keycard is what you'll most likely find on him. He can also spawn with other lab keycards, the yellow, green, violet, red, blue, and he can also spawn with an Object 21WS keycard for Interchange. So where can I find Killa on Interchange? Well, I have a map right here that shows the pathing Killa takes throughout the center of the mall. The red line here represents where Killa may walk throughout the center of the mall. He's most commonly found in Brutal, outside Brutal, between Brutal and Kiba. He can sometimes be in a Deek. Rarely have I found him in Generic. I've actually never found him in Viking or National. Avocado, I've never seen him over there. The only way I've seen him around in other areas is if someone else aggroed him, or if I aggroed him myself and he chased me, because if you do aggro him, if he knows you're there, he will chase you down until you're dead, or until you get super far to where he can't chase you anymore, because he will chase you upstairs in the mall. It's happened to me. Actually, I don't know if it's happened to me. It's happened to friends. Killa will chase you. You cannot run. I've tried to run from Killa on the main floor and I died. So now that you guys know where to find Killa, I'm going to show you guys some of my favorite weapons to use while hunting Killa, and also show you some efficient and effective weapons for hunting Killa as well. So here we have the Knights Armament Company SR25, and this is actually one of my favorite guns to run right now in Tarkov, but it's honestly great against Killa, and you can find it on the market right now for around 70,000 rubles. And according to Tarkov Market, in the last 24 hours, the average price has been 62,629 rubles. And for the past 7 days, it's been around 62,934 rubles. So normally you can find the SR25 ranging from 60,000 rubles to 70,000 rubles. And when I run it, it's typically around 60,000 rubles. Just when I happened to look on there, it was around 70K. But normally between 60 and 70,000 rubles. And this is also a great gun to use with M62 rounds. You can run M61 if you want. I just run M62 for the price, and they're just as good. So here's a clip of me and my SR25 with M62 rounds. And you see Killa drops pretty quickly. Don't have to worry about legging him or anything like that. So I definitely recommend the SR25 with M62 rounds if you want to go that route. Here we have the DT MDR 762x51 assault rifle. And according to the Tarkov Market, over the last 24 hours, the average price has run about 140,037 rubles. In the last 7 days, 140,218 rubles. Now, when I went to look up the DT MDR on the flea market, for me, no one was really selling it, and it was kind of outrageous prices. You can always get it from Peacekeeper for $1,351 if you so choose to. But honestly, when it comes to comparing the DT MDR and the SR25, I would definitely go with the SR25 based on price and availability. Now, this doesn't take away from how good the DT MDR is in Tarkov. It's a great gun to run. It's a great viable option for killing Killa. It is an automatic weapon, so that is what sets it apart from the SR25. So I know people really like to run the DT MDR when farming Killa. It's just the price and availability kind of hinder it right now. On the market, it's been fairly scarce, but you can always buy it from Peacekeeper, like I said. So if you really want to run the DTMDR, it's great with M62 rounds, or if you want to spend a little more rubles, M61 are always great options for Killa and his armor. Next, we have the Vepr Hunter / VPO 101 7.62x51 carbine. This is definitely the cheapest option if you want to run a 7.62 rifle against Killa. On the market, it can be found for around 24 to 25,000 rubles right now, and on Tarkov market website, the average price in the last 24 hours is about 31,029 rubles, and in the last 7 days 28,447 rubles. So it's safe to say around the between 20,000 and 30,000 rubles for the Vepr Hunter, which is significantly less than, let's say, running the SR25 or the DTMDR. So this is a viable option if you want to go cheap. You can also run the M62 rounds on this weapon or the M61s. Now, for me personally, I wouldn't choose to really run the Vepr Hunter, with the 10 round mags being the most you can actually run with it. 10 rounds for me is scary. And but if you're really good with the Vepr Hunter, I definitely recommend it. It would definitely be a viable option if you want to go the cheap route for killing Killa. Next, I'm going to go over a few SMGs I decided to run against Killa, and the first on the list will be the P90. Now, the P90 can be found on the market right now for about 60k, a little less than 60,000 rubles. And according to the Tarkov market, the average price for the last 24 hours is about 55,750 rubles. And in the last 7 days, 56,934 rubles. So between the 50,000 mark and the 60,000 mark for a P90 on the market. Now, you can trade with Peacekeeper and Mechanic for a P90 military cable and GP coins, but honestly, I wouldn't really recommend that, since you can find them on the market for a fairly decent price. So when it comes to SMG rounds, I run the high flesh damage rounds. So the P90, that would be the R37F rounds, and they're only about 277 rubles a piece if you have level 4 mechanic. If not, they're still fairly decent on the market, and it's just a cheap option to go for killing Killa. The P90 is not too expensive. Just put a reticle on it and you're honestly good to go. Next, we have the HK MP5 9x19 submachine gun, and this gun can be found on the market for around 24 to 25,000 rubles. Over on Tarkov market, the average price for the last 24 hours was 24,469 rubles, and the last 7 days about 24,324 rubles. So the MP5 is a pretty good option if you want to farm Killa on a budget. I recommend the RIP rounds. They range from about 800 to 1,000 rubles a piece on the flea market. So they are on the more expensive side, but seeing as the MP5 is on the cheaper end, it's not too bad of an option for farming Killa on a budget. Last but not least on my list is the Vector 45 ACP submachine gun. And this can be found on the flea market for about 88,000 rubles. And according to Tarkov markets, in the last 24 hours, the average price has been about 88,639 rubles. And over the last 7 days, 88,250 rubles. Now with this weapon, I recommend running the 45 RIP rounds. They do a lot of flesh damage, which makes it easy to just aim for Killa's legs and he goes down fairly quickly. The only problem I ran into was when buying bullets on the market, there weren't always a lot of sellers, but these definitely are the best rounds to use. And I find that the Vector is probably my favorite way to kill Killa. Not too expensive. The rounds may be a little hard to get, but it's honestly just the easiest way to farm Killa, in my opinion. Now that you know what gun you want to use, let's talk about what you should bring into the raid in order to make it as cost effective and efficient as possible. First off, we have your armored rig. I recommend bringing in an armored rig. Level 4 from Ragman level 2 is a good one to use. It's around 50,000 rubles. In here you can hold mags and it is your armor. So all you need is one item. You can also bring in a combat simulant SJ6. This will allow you to reach Killa as fast as possible before anyone else can get there. The only problem is it is a bit pricey on the market right now. Over the last 24 hours, it has been around 62,687 rubles, and over the last 7 days, 66,532. Now you can craft these in your hideout. It will require Med Station 3 and it will require an SJ1 TG Labs injector, 2 pile of meds, and 1 NaCl. You can also trade with Therapist level 4. You need 2 NaCl and 1 H2O2. So the SJ6 is something I recommend, but it's definitely not needed in order to be able to farm Killa. I've done it many times without ever running the SJ6 because I personally don't run the SJ6 a lot because I just don't want to spend the extra money. But when I get it from someone else's body, when I kill them, I take the advantage and just use it. But otherwise, you don't have to use it. But if you have the extra money, it's definitely going to help you. Now, when it comes to headphones, helmet, anything else, I honestly recommend not running any of it. You will save a lot of rubles not running a helmet or headphones or anything else when running Killa, especially if you're going for the 100 kills on Killa. You'll end up wasting a lot of rubles if you go fully kitted every raid. So I recommend just an armored rig, your gun, some meds in your container, some extra rounds, and you're good to go. So after you killed Killa, you'll probably want to get out of the raid as fast as possible. And this is another reason I bring no backpack to all of these raids where I'm farming Killa, because you want to take the no backpack extract right outside Goshen, because it is going to be the safest and quickest way to extract. So what you want to do is head toward Goshen. I decided to go to Bizarro on this one since I did hit German. So continue through Goshen until you hit the back of Goshen, and there you will find some wooden platforms that lead you down to the garage. And once you get down to the garage, you want to hug the left side, keep taking the left hand turns, and you will find yourself outside of the garage in between Power Station and Emercom, and you want to hug the wall there, and in the corner you can take the no backpack extract. So now that you guys have seen my guide and my weapons of choice, let me know in the comments below if this video helped you in any way, or if you guys have any more suggestions on weapons for farming Killa that I did not mention in this video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it did help you in some way, shape, or form. And for the sake of the length of the video, I didn't do too many guns, but I did some of my favorite guns to run and some of the ones that I felt were more cost efficient to run against Killa as well. Again, thank you so much for watching the video. If you could leave a like if you did enjoy the video, if it helped you in any way, shape, or form, please leave a like on the video. It really does help me out here on YouTube. And if you want to see more Tarkov content like this, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Oh, this door unlocks.
Oh, okay. I got scared, dude.
Someone's on dome.
Where you at?
Did I just kill him?
Go see your 100-meter shot.
Oh, I think I just did. Here, I'm gonna get down because I don't want to die. I'm pretty sure I saw his gun just like fall.
But if it's not a headshot, then...
What's in this room? What is this room?
Oh, I got it. I got 100 meter on reserve. Let's go.